The next speaker in the spotlight segment today is somebody whom I've met in person a couple of years back. He's a foodie. He believes leaders should not have separate cabins. He lives in the heart of Mumbai and a Mumbaiker at heart. He leads a practice of 1500 Salesforce developers in his organization and also fondly known as the people's leader there. Let's welcome Manish Motwani, Managing Director, Deloitte. Hi Manish, how are you?
I'm good, Kiran. How are you doing? Thank you for
I'm
having me.
good. It's a privilege. Thank you so much for being here today. Manish, you have a very interesting childhood story to share. Please share it with us.
All right. So I was born in Calcutta, right? And after being 40 days old, I was flown to Mumbai.
Mm-hmm.
I have never ever gone back to Calcutta. I've been
Okay.
living in the same apartment since the past 45 years.
Wow.
And my friends are my friends for the past 35 years. The interesting part is that none of my friends, right, are from the IT industry. They are all businessmen. And when you have a conversation with them, right, they bring out the perspective that what it takes to make a business successful.
Right.
And that is something that has really helped me as a leader to think about business, right, and how do we make this successful.
Right. Absolutely. And I also heard you have a 13-year-old son.
Yeah, I know where this is going, but don't take my white hair for my age. I got married when I was a child, and
Hope your wife
what
is
can
not
I?
listening right now.
I hope she doesn't listen to this recording either. But when it's right, it's right. What's the use of waiting?
We'll make sure this reaches to her.
Okay.
Okay. Tell me this, Manish. Are you still a developer at heart? I know you're a leader.
I think that one should always be a developer at heart. Okay. I firmly believe that the minute we stop learning is the minute we become obsolete.
So true.
I would tell our developers that, you continuously learn, right?
Right.
And continuously learn what is the new things that are happening. Learn how to code efficiently. Learn
Right.
the new design patterns.
Right.
Because when you're talking to a client and a client brings you a problem, right? As a developer at the back of your mind, you're already thinking of the solution. And you
Absolutely.
can
Yeah.
then advise your client that, hey, this is going to be a huge customization and, it's going to lead to a very good or very high, right, total cost of ownership.
Right.
That is when you will win the heart and mind of the client and you will have him for life. But
Absolutely.
my advice to the Trailblazer community is that while you keep learning these new technologies, right, don't forget the industry knowledge as well as the domain knowledge. I would strongly advise that try and aim to become the CEO of an organization, not the CTO of an organization.
That's a wonderful advice. Thank you so much for that, Manish. It makes a lot of sense. Which brings me to my next question. I met you in person a couple of years back. I've seen you roaming all around the floor, making friends with people, sharing food, sharing a laugh there. What do these people mean to you?
I think they mean everything, right? In IT industry, the only asset that we have is the human that we are working with.
Right.
And I think we need to break these designation walls that are there in every organization. When I roam around, I try to get to know the person better. I
Right.
also try to become approachable to him so that tomorrow when he has an issue, an aspiration, right, a concern, he doesn't feel any, resentment or anything towards the organization, and he knows that there is somebody there who can listen to me. So he comes up to me and talks to me about what the problem at hand is. I know
Right.
what the organization goals are as a leader.
Right.
And then I can try and match those and create a win-win situation for us. I firmly believe that I, as a leader, have a responsibility of grooming the future leaders within Deloitte. So I roam around, try and tell them that, hey, a leader is not somebody who you cannot approach. We are here to help you, and we are here to help you grow.
Absolutely. That's some very good leadership advice for people out there. And now a $1 million question for you. Deloitte in the recent past has become really active in the Trailblazer community in terms of conducting hackathons, sponsoring community events, and also your developers were part of our developer webinars too. Thanks to people like Rupesh, Sagar, and Nishi as well. They are the torch bearers of this movement. What's your take on that?
So first of all, I wanted to say thank you, right, Kiran, because y'all have given our platform to our developers to come and express themselves to the community.
Absolutely.
I think that, I was seeing this movie Pearl Harbor, and there's a statement in that is that there is nothing stronger than the heart of a volunteer.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
And an internal joke that we have going on is that when Rupesh gets his next child, whether it's a boy or a girl, he's going to name them Mark,
Mark
right?
Bhatia.
Because he's so, yeah, because he's so much in love with this Trailblazer community.
Absolutely. We love him too.
Yeah. But on a serious note, right, I think that this community needs to thrive, right? Only when this community thrives, right, will every individual within thrive.
Right.
And my request to the entire community is to come together, because the problems of today will not be the problems of the future.
Absolutely.
What our clients are facing today will not be what they're facing in the future, and they will look on us to solve their problems.
Right.
And believe me that no one person or no one organization will be able to solve everything.
Right.
But coming together as one, right, learning from each other will help us, meet those problems and actually do a more efficient and quicker solution.
Yeah.
And hopefully, we don't reinvent the wheel.
Absolutely.
So while we are doing these, sessions, my commitment to the community is that Deloitte will not only increase its participation, but will also help grow and mature this community. The benchmarks that we have today have to continuously move upwards, because the challenges that we'll be facing will be also more complex, and as well as it will take all of us together to solve them.
Absolutely. The more united we are, the stronger we are. I totally agree with you on that, Manish.
Yeah. So to that effect, right, what we're trying to do this year is that we did the hackathon, as you said, right, last year. We're trying to do a virtual hackathon this year, where we will be inviting this entire community to come and participate. So watch this space for more.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that, Manish. Another question for you: What is that one advice you would want to give to our Trailblazer community? I mean, our Salesforce developers and the other Salesforce people in the ecosystem.
I would definitely say that be flexible, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is my advice, because 2 years back we were trying to learn about Lightning. Today
Right.
the challenge is Einstein. Tomorrow it will be blockchain, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we need to be in a position that we are flexible enough to learn whatever challenges come our way, because the client environment, right, and the ecosystem and the competition is changing, on a daily basis.
Right.
And our clients are going to look at us like as advisors, that how do they get the competitive edge?
Right.
And technology is going to be the backbone of success as we go into the future. And if we can marry this technology, as I said earlier, right, if we can marry this technology to an industry and to a domain,
Mm-hmm.
I think that is going to be the secret sauce for success in the future.
As you said earlier, think of being a CEO, not a CTO, because you get a holistic view of what your customers' problems are, and you can build solutions accordingly, right?
Right.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Manish, for being the part of Dev Talkies today. It was great having you here. Lots of useful conversations that we had as part of the show today. Hope to have your team, grow from 1,500 to 3,000 one day very soon, and meet you again. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much, Kiran, for having me.